Hello everyone, reviewing today a very interesting long cycle workout in my opinion. It's called the ladder down, so it's 4 minutes work, 4 minutes rest, 3 minutes work, 3 minutes rest, 2 minutes work, 2 minute rest and 1 minute work. Long cycle, double 32s, target pace 12 reps a minute. Usually I'm doing this training right before my 7-minute test training, or 2 trainings before 7-minute test. Overall, this training is quite exciting and mentally easy because each next set getting shorter. Right, we're doing 4 and then 3 and then 2 and then 1. But the deal here and what makes it tough is that you recommended to go 120% of your competition pace. So it's not enough for you to work here with competition pace. Like for example, if I'm heading to 100 reps in 10 minutes, I cannot do this workout pace 10. I need to go 12 reps a minute. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. So you see, I'm cruising through my first 4-minute set. In your preparation for 100 reps long cycle, in 10 minutes, your 5-minute set should be done pace 12 reps a minute and 7-minute set pace 11 reps a minute. Well, and then you will have confidence to go pace 10 for 10 minutes. And this ladder downs that I'm doing now, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's always was for me, kind of this confidence workout where if I handling pace 12 reps a minute, right, I know that I can drop 1 rep and can manage a 7-minute set pace 11. And pace wise, this workout can be performed good, very good or excellent. And good means that you're just executing the target pace 12 reps a minute all the way through for all of the sets. So I cannot complain about that, if that's mission 12 and you got 12, okay, it's done. But very good when you're able to start picking up the pace towards the end, at least at the very last set. You can do something a little bit more than 12. So again, will be evidence of your consistent technique and overall, confidence about doing such a workout. An excellent accomplishment of this workout will be when you can picking up the pace not only on the very last set, but on the very last minute, of as many sets as possible. Of course, we're counting from the end, and okay, better than acceleration on the very last set will be acceleration on the set before last, this 2-minute set. If you can do a little bit more on the last minute of this 2-minute set, and better than that is if you will be able to accelerate in your second set, 3-minute set, and do a little bit more reps. And absolutely, excellent will be if you can even do extra rep on the first 4-minute set. But that's a challenging pace. And I can say if you really want to go pace 11 for 7 minutes, you should be able to start picking up the pace at least from the second set. This 4-minute set, okay, it's okay to have just a flat cruising pace 12 reps a minute, but then 3 and 2 and 1 should be accelerations. And for me, you see I'm finishing this first set, I'm just on pace 12, but my target for 7-minute set that I will do is pace 10, and my target for competitions is to get 90 or a little bit above 90, so that's why I feel totally happy just to handle this pace 12 reps a minute, and it's obviously a really hard mission on its own, even without any acceleration. Well, another rule of this workout is the limited time of rest, and that's standards requirements of classic interval training, when the time of work even with time of rest. So it means that I did 4-minute set work and I will rest 4 minutes before my next set. So now I have this 4 minutes break. Interesting thing about this training, it seems like first set is the longest and is the hardest, but it's actually don't. Hardest set of this workout is a 3-minute set, because you did the hardest effort at the beginning, and you still have 6 minutes of work to go, and second set it's shorter, but it's only 1 minute shorter, and pace is high. So that's very important to put yourself together and actually focus on accomplishing well your second 3-minute set. It's important to have a little bit of energy left after your 4-minute set. If you did your very best at this 4-minute set, when this, like, let's say pace, whatever you're targeting, is your very best, then you might have troubles to maintain this pace. And so again, we're here talking about like pace 12 reps a minute, not my absolute maximum test of pace. Like absolute maximum pace for 4 minutes, the best I've done was pace 14 reps a minute, if it's only one set of 4 minutes. That's maximum performance. But here we're talking about multiple sets and 10 minutes of work total. So that's higher than competition pace, but still not maximum. So 120%. And theory here is that you should be able to manage this 120% pace through this 4 sets and 10 minutes total of work. And the best thing you can do during this break is to work on your recovery. Be active and stimulate this recovery processes going as fast as possible. Not just sitting, but walking, shaking your legs, shaking your arms, breathing deeply. You see I grab the stick to make a couple of rotations with it to stretch my chest, to be able to have a good deep intake, and whatever tensions you feel in your body after your set. You see, kind of I'm stretching my forearms a little bit to make sure my grip fresh. If there are any tension in your leg, you can stretch your legs. So you just should keep working on maintaining your body fresh and loose, so you will be able to proceed to your next set. Even you see I'm putting my hoodie on between the sets because it was very fresh in the gym, and I wanted to keep my body warm. I don't want my body get cooled down through these 4 minutes, to not lose the flexibility and the sharpness and the quickness of my movements. So here we go. Set number 2 is coming, and as I said, like I've done this training many times, and I know this trap, that second set, is actually harder than the first one, so I'm very focused and ready to do my best to handle it well. Yeah, I'm not thinking also about the acceleration. At this 3-minute set, I just want to survive. Pace 12. Well, let's see how it will go. And what I'm thinking about the most when I'm going through these sets now is breathing. Actually, so that's my most main concern. I know I keep reminding myself that I need to breathe often enough and coordinated with my movements from the very first rep, from very first minute, because it's first I have enough oxygen, I get rid of the carbon dioxide from my body, but it's also kind of stimulating relaxation of my upper body, because you need to have your shoulders loose if you want to breathe, and that's what I'm doing. You see, when I'm dropping, I'm having intake and rising my shoulders up and shaking them, and when I clean bells into the rack, I also rise my shoulders and then drop them, so I'm maintaining shoulders loose and breathing. Precision is very important too. When you have a large workout and you have many minutes to go, you don't want to waste any energy on imperfect reps. When you do adjustments of the balance, that takes lots of energy, so you better do everything from the first attempt. Land your elbows at the spot where they should be, catch them well over your head without any mistakes, have a well-balanced top fixation, and that will help you running. Finishing second minute of 3-minute set, and that's the moment where you feel like, okay, you pass the peak of the workout and kind of really starts to entering this downhill when things get easier. The toughest work is done. I know that if I will manage pace on the second minute of 3-minute set, well, I will handle last minute for sure. So first 2 minutes 12, I'm going for third minute, and actually right now I'm thinking not about acceleration, but about my next 2-minute set that's coming. So I'm just trying to be as efficient as possible and not waste any of the energy. So I'm not trying to push the pace or anything. I just want to have a nice clean 12 reps and start my recovery for a short 2-minute set. And a very good sign if you don't feel any extra tension or your technique falling apart or some muscles getting pumped at the last minute of this 3-minute set in this particular workout. Because if everything feels fairly normal, well, it's actually already means that that's it. This workout is yours, you handle it, and overall everything going well with your technique and with your breathing. So that's it. 4 and 3-minute set done, and that's where you can say, okay, I'm handling this workout. The worst part is done, and now kind of a fun part is about to start. So have a 3 minutes break. Only same story here. Just wanted to be active, breathing. See, first I even not getting up. I'm catching my breath with a very deep intakes through the nose, exhale through the mouth. See, okay, you see I'm stretching my legs, so I felt them at the second set. Well, you see total amount of reps that done, large already, so I did 48 reps in the first set and 36 reps the second set, so it's 40 reps done already. It's pretty much the result of a competition set, a decent competition set. So that's where we're challenging our absolute abilities. But while I did this work, stretch the legs, so now I'm walking, breathing, holding arms over the head with the stick, keeping my chest open. Keep breathing. Well, and now there is no doubt, workout will be accomplished, according to plan. I have no doubts about 12, but question now, how hard should I push these final short sets? And here it's very important to not overestimate your abilities and also think, couple steps ahead of you, what's coming next. And in my particular situation, it's a 7-minute set coming. So that's why even I feel like, I can't squeeze 13 or 14 rep at the last minute of this 2-minute set. I decide to not do it, to just don't feel myself way too exhausted after this workout, because I might just get short of recovery and not, recover enough for my coming 7-minute set. So that's why I'm breathing, and my plan for 2-minute set is just trying to enjoy pace 12 reps a minute and just feel really good about it and get really excited about the last minute. Rechalking hands. It's always a procedure, always a fresh chalk. Chalk is a single-use powder. It works only for one set. Every time you can refresh chalk, you should do it. That's where your grip working the best. You refresh a bit chalk on the handles, wipe it with the new one. 2-minute set. Staying close, shaking arms, shaking legs, always every single second counted. Okay, here we go, set number 3. And these last 2 sets, if technique is right, it feels great because you are so warm after this 4 and 3-minute set. You feel totally, completely safe. Even not on the muscles, but even joints and tissue connections. Everyone feels like 100% into work, and everything worked great. The focus is great already. Precision is great because you went through all these first sets. But if your feeling is different and you feel like it's each next set getting worse and worse, even if it's getting shorter, well, at least that's a warning that not too late to work on these mistakes and maybe postpone your 7-minute test and see why all this whatever issues happened, why it's happening, and try to work on it. Okay, entering final minute of 2-minute set. Well, feeling great about pace 12, so just finishing the time, and I'm thinking about last set here. I'm not thinking about acceleration, just wanted to make sure I don't do any mistakes. Breathing is good, and as my coach used to tell me, just start recovery for the next set. Now, doing this last minute, that's your beginning of your recovery for the next set. And that's what I'm doing here. Recovering for my next set, getting ready for it. Feeling plenty of energy, feel like I can push, I just don't do it just yet. Final reps, nice and clean. Alright, done. Done, and 2 minutes rest. And it will be final set of 1 minute. And for final set, well, that's a golden rule. Acceleration doesn't matter what. At least 1 rep on top of the previous pace. That's the champion approach. If you want to be able to accelerate at the end, you should practice it every single training. And as I said, that well, it depends, how great you feel. You might not accelerate on the first sets, but very last set, very last minute of very last set must be acceleration. And I'm still taking my rest break intervals responsibly, working on my recovery, walking, breathing, stretching. I'm not drinking between sets. With kettlebells, I can drink some water when workout is done, but I don't like to do it in between sets. I like to maintain, just my stomach calm. Don't change the temperature of the stomach, volume of the stomach, when you're resting elbows on it. So from the first to the last set, I'm just 100% into workout. Okay, finish line is coming. I love this last set. It's either just last minute of the one big set, or it's last set of the multiple sets workout. That's the greatest, best feeling for me. That's why I do this whole workouts. I always, trying to organize them the way that I will feel, the strongest at the very last minute, and I like to finish strong. And that's a good sign, especially in cyclistic sports such kettlebell sport is. If you're able to maintain the best focus at the very end of your workout and make your best performance at the end, that's always great. That's always beneficial. And that's a signature of success. Okay, last set. Let's go. 15 reps is a possible acceleration for the very last minute, but it's just too much muscles for it. I'm doing it sometimes, but mostly I'm trying to just get 14 reps last minute. 14, that's kind of a pace where it's really fast, but you still have time to have at least, decent toe fixation and relax the shoulders in the right position and breathing. So, and it looks most clean, so that's what I'm going for. Try to get 14 reps down, so 7 minutes and 30 seconds, and finishing final seconds. Yeah, great workout overall. I was very happy about it, and then when it's went well, and when I'm happy about 4 3 2 1, it makes me feel very optimistic about 7-minute test. And after such workout with 122 total reps, I know that I'm strong enough, endurance enough, and skilled enough to handle this 7 minutes pace 10. So mission complete. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.